Okay, I have a review for a type of product I've actually never reviewed before, so it's going to be a little bit different. And it's actually reasonably priced, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about what it is, what the specs are, what comes included in the box, and I'm going to show you it closer up to the camera. And then I'll give you some test video at some point in this video. I can't guarantee when, depends how I edit the video, but at some point I'll show you some test video that it has recorded. Then at the end I'll give you the price and if I recommend it or not. Okay, it's made by a company that I probably can't even pronounce the name of, but it'll be on the screen. It's a spy camera coat hook with 8GB SD card. Now, can you use bigger? Yes, you can, but it comes pre-loaded with a micro SD card actually inserted into the device, and you could take that out and put another one in if that's what you want. Basically, what it is it, as you can probably see, it looks like a coat hook or whatever that you'd have, it's say in your hallway, and you'd hang your coat up on, your jacket up on, or you could have it in a bedroom, or you could have it in kind of like a bathroomy sort of area where you perhaps you hang a towel, whatever. There's lots of options, but normally you'd perhaps have it in the hallway to hang your jacket up on. But this one has a twist. It's not just a plastic hook that you hang your coat up on. It actually has a built-in spy camera. So if you think somebody's perhaps there's lots of uses, but say you think somebody's perhaps stealing from you, something like that, maybe you can catch them in the act with this. Well, what about the camera? Would your camera not be obscured by your coat or whatever? No, because you hang it on one of these hooks, maybe even the bottom one, or even if it's on the top one, you hang the coat there, then the camera is up higher above that. I'm going to list the specs to you now. It's got a video resolution that isn't full HD. It's not a full 1080p HD. You're going to have to pay a lot of money for that type of thing. So bear in mind the kind of price range that this is at. A lot that are full HD, you'd have to pay a lot for. But the quality is good enough for the average use, I would say. It's 720 by 480 at 30 frames a second. And for the most part, that is going to be enough. You know, you're just probably going to say, the example I keep using, but there are others, would be catching somebody in the act doing something they shouldn't. If you are trying to catch somebody, say, stealing or whatever, that resolution should be enough to get proof, or even if it's just proof, not necessarily for the police or whatever, just proof for yourself. So that is quite, it should be good enough. It records in the standard AVI format. I would have personally perhaps preferred MP4, but AVI is a bit old, but still you can still play it back on pretty much any player. Okay, the spec information does say that it will support SD cards or TF cards up to 8GB, which is what's included. Then that should be enough for, it says, a working time of around 90 minutes. That I think is talking about the battery length, because that's about how long it has lasted for me. But you've got to get probably more than that. If you're looking at 8GB card, you're looking at non-HD resolution. Yeah, you should probably get more than that. Anyway, charge is DC 5V, and you charge it via USB, and the cable is included. Its dimensions are, this is height, width, and depth. It is 4.6 by 1.4 by 2.4 inches, or in centimeters, 11.8 by 3.6 by 6 centimeters. It's not huge. It's basically, it looks like your average coat hook, and that's the whole point. Now, what comes included in the box? There is, of course, the camera itself, as you can see there in front of the box, which is all black with just a company name on it. Then there is USB charging cable, mounting brackets and screws, double-sided sticky tape, a user manual, and a card reader. As you see, here is some mounts and screws. I haven't actually put that up because I wanted to show you what it looked like when it first came. There is this, which is a micro SD card reader. You put the card in, then it into USB. I am not sure why, but mine came with two. I think you'll probably only get one I'm not sure because it says it only mentions one on the product page, but for some reason I got two. You also include a USB cable for charging, and for some reason I got a micro and a mini USB cable. You only need one of those, and I'll show you which one when I turn it over, which one you need. That might be mistakes. I might be getting, for some reason, in my pack more stuff than you will, so just bear that in mind. You probably will only get one, but I have to let you know that I got two card readers. I got a mini and a micro USB cable. I think you should only get one of those. The type you need for the device. I don't see what the other one's for. You then get, which you should, mounting plate and screws. Now here it is, typical hook. There's a little hole there for the camera. Now, will that give the game away? No, I don't think it will, because my first impressions as soon as I saw it was it just looked like a little screw. It looked like perhaps a little hole where you'd screw it onto a wall. So that shouldn't give it away. When I saw this, even though I knew what it was, I didn't think, oh, there's the camera, that's a camera. You shouldn't think that. If you don't know, you should think that's just a screw hole. That's all it looks like. The only thing is, it says the company name on it, and that shouldn't be a problem for most people, because most people probably won't see that company name and think, oh, this is a spy camera. But just in case, I would have liked to see maybe that on the back, not on the front, so obvious. But you could probably get that off if you're really concerned about that. Let's have a look at the underside. Now this is the bottom. There's just various ridges here to put it onto a mount, the mounts that are included. Then there is a mini USB slot here, which is why you get a mini USB cable, but for some reason there's a micro USB cable included as well. Well, I guess it's a bonus, but you might not get both. That might be a mistake. But there is a mini USB slot there for charging the device. Then in here, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there is a 8 gig SD card that you can then push and then pull out, then put it in your card reader on your computer. Then when you're done, put it back in like that. Okay, so that's the underside. And then there's the front. Okay, so as you saw, it doesn't have built-in 8 gigs of storage. It has a micro SD card included that's already in it. That, in fact, is actually a good thing, because that means that if you run out and you need to quickly put in a new card before you've had a chance to look over the old footage and transfer it or whatever, you can quickly take it out and put another card in. So that's really handy. But the good thing is it does come with that. So it's not like some that might not come with one and you have to use your own card. It has a card included. Then you can always change cards if you need to, or if you break that card, you can always get another one. Things like that. I think that's very, very good. Like I say, mine came with 2 of each of those things, 2 USB readers and 2, a micro and a mini USB cable. Not sure why. So just bear in mind, you might not. You might just get what it says on the product page. So basically, I will, if I haven't already, depending upon how I edit this, if I haven't already, I will show you some test footage recorded with it. But it is a good product. It costs £16 in the UK. It's £15.99 with a recommended retail price originally of £30. And I do believe it was more, because it is a good little spy camera here, which a lot do cost quite a lot. They, some of them can be pretty expensive. It's good quality. They have also included not just the 8 gigs of storage via the SD that's included. They've also included a USB micro SD card reader, which is not necessary. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to include that, but they have, which is really, really nice. It's really good that they have included a card reader when they could have just made you use your own, buy your own, or use a card reader that you have built into your computer, something like that. But they have included a micro SD card reader for you in the box here. That is really, really good. I'm glad they've included that. That's a nice addition. So you do get a cable, a mount and screws, and even a micro SD card reader for your computer included with this. And it is a nice little product, and the little hole for the camera is done very well, so it looks just like a screw hole. It doesn't look like a camera to give that away. So that is actually really, really good. It is a really, really nice, discreet spy camera with lots of little extras included for £16. So yeah, I do really, really recommend it. Please like and comment on this video, and if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, it'll just take a few seconds, it'll help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching this as a video on the Amazon product page, please hit the yes button next to was this review helpful to you. That will help me out a lot as well. Thanks for watching.